Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadia Faradina, and in this opportunity I would like to explain about Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of my research entitled Music Involvement in Speaking English Teacher Has a Positive Impact on Students at MTS and Paralaweh Pada. For the first explanation about background of the problem. In English teaching, there are 4 skills, include that speaking, learning, reading, and writing. Then, from the 4 skills, students should have that ability to accelerate communication. One of them, speaking, is the basis of communication for someone who has successfully learned a language. According to Henry Guntur Tarigan, 1983, in his book Speaking as a Language Skills, suggests that speaking skill is the ability to pronounce, articulate sound or words, to express, say, and express thought, ideas, and feelings. The listener receives information through a series of tone, stress, and joint placement. If the communication takes place face-to-face, coupled with hand gestures and facial expression or mimics of the speaker. According to Jamalus, 1988, music is a work of art in the form of sound, a song or composition that expresses the thoughts and feelings of the creator through the main elements of music, namely rhythm, melody, harmony, and the form or structure of the song and expression as a unity. As a teacher, they are required to be able to educate students from the smallest thing, both in terms of education and non-education. One example is that we must be able to cultivate interest in student talent funds. For example, in the case of art, we can make students interested in the lessons. Music as the main basis of art should explain its benefits and impacts for students. The impact can be many, one of which is changing the mindset of students from those who only understand what music is about to that I like music. That's why students also need that make the mind calm again after being bored from the lessons, that make their heads dizzy. There are many components which determine the quality of the learning process. The quality in learning process is determined by teacher and students as the main components and determined by supporting components such as teaching learning media, classroom management, and school environment. Teaching learning media are a bridge for supporting the material in the teaching learning process. Media existence can help students in understanding materials and comprehending the knowledge. Media are devices which can upgrade the students' motivation in the classroom participation. Most of teachers are unaware of the role media in the learning process. Okay, the next, classroom management. Classroom management is very important in the learning process. Classroom management can affect the teacher for controlling the students, and they will be interested to involve themselves in the learning activity. And then the last, school environment. School environment same classroom management affect the teaching learning process. The crowded environment and noisy very disturb students' concentration in the teaching learning process. They will lose the attention in the learning activity, and they will be lost the attention in the learning activity. Songs hopefully can be used as effective media in the English teaching learning process. Thus, on the problem, songs were used to improve students' speaking skills in the student learning process at MTS and Para Laweh Padang. Okay, point 2 of the chapter 1 is limitation of the problem. Concerning the identification above, researchers only focuses on teaching using music in English learning at MTS and Para Laweh Padang. Formulation of the problem, the relationship between music and the speaking skills English teaching, and then will the use of song generate and has a positive impact on student learning foreign language of MTS and Para Laweh Padang. Hypothesis of the research increased speaking skills of teaching the English teacher from listening music. Purpose of the problem. The purpose of this study was to determine the impact of music activities in learning English at MTS and Para Laweh Padang. Then the point last of the chapter 1, definition of the teacher to the English teachers to give information about impact of the use of song and to improve student motivation in speaking skills learning process. The effect of the result of using music on learning speaking skills. Okay, the next I would like to explain about chapter 2. Chapter 2, there are point literature review and literature review, the theoretical description, definition of speaking skill. According to Brown, 2004, defines speaking as a productive skill that can be directly and empirically observed. Those observations are invariably colored by the accuracy, the effectiveness of a test taker's listening skill, which necessarily compromises the reliability and validity of an oral production test. Speaking is an interactive process of constructing, meaning that involves producing and receiving and processing information. Brown, 1994, Burns and Joyce, 1997. Okay, the point of chapter 2, teaching speaking skill. According to Noonan, 2003 mentioned that the teaching of speaking has some objectives to let the students to 1. Produce the English speech sounds and sound patterns, 2. Use words and sentence stress, intonation patterns and the rhythm of the second language, 3. Select appropriate words and sentences according to the proper social setting, audience, situation, and subject matter, 4. Organize their thoughts in a meaningful and logical sequence, 5. Use language as a means of expressing values and judgments, 6. Use the language quickly and confidently with few unnatural pauses, which is called fluency. Next point 3, the music and songs. The definition of music. The definition of music according to Lucio, 2003, music is everything one listens to with the intention of listening music. Definition of song. According to Mo, 2009, songs are part of daily life for most people. Everyone enjoys music at home, while traveling or studying, or even at work. Language teachers can use songs to open or close their lessons, to illustrate than topics to add variety or a change of pace, present new vocabulary, or recycle known language. Okay, and then point of the song's development in classroom activities. To present of a topic, a language point Lexis etc. To practice of a language point Lexis. To focus of common learners' errors a more direct way. To encourage extensive and intensive listening. To stimulate discussion of attitudes and feelings. To encourage creativity and use of imagination. To provide a relaxes classroom atmosphere. To bring variety and fun to learning. Econ 1996. Okay, that's all my explanation about music involvement in speaking to English teacher has a positive impact on students at MTSS Paralel Padang. That's thank you for your attention. My name is Nadia Faradina. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.